Welcome to Day 6, Present Simple Aorist Tense. Starting with this lecture, we will learn how to conjugate verbs into whichever tense we want. We will start out with making present simple aorist tense sentences. We learned the to be sentences to make statements without any action inside them. If you want to do an action, we need to start off with making present simple tense sentences. A typical English sentence word order would be subject, verb, object, whereas in Turkish, this verb order is subject, object, verb. Don't forget this order when you're making sentences in Turkish. Don't forget to download the cheat sheet for this lesson by visiting the link in the description below. Be sure to check out and download the vocabulary cheat sheets I posted in the video description. They are really important for making sentences in Turkish. Also, if you're a supporter member, you can do the lesson exercises by clicking the link in the video description. Learn more about being a supporter by visiting the link in the video description. When you finish the lesson, can you tell me what you do every day in Turkish? I'll be waiting for your comments. Okay? Have a good lesson. The present tense with the aorist is used to talk about general facts, polite requests and questions, probable situations, uncertain plans, guesses, habits, likes and dislikes. The basic rule for adding a tense conjugation to a verb is by erasing the infinitive suffix "mekmak" from the end of the verb and adding the required tense suffix in addition to the personal suffix. Forming present simple tense with the aorist suffix requires that you know the three ways of conjugating these verbs from their root. The first is verbs ending with a vowel, the second one-syllable words ending in a consonant, then the third is multisyllable verbs ending in a consonant. For verbs that end in a vowel sound, regardless of their syllable count, we add the re to the end of the root of the verb in addition to the personal suffix right after the vowel re. Let's see some examples. Ben yemek yerim. Onlar futbol oynar. O akşam uyur. Biz maç izleriz. For verbs that have one syllable and end in a consonant, we add the are, ere to the end of the root of the verb in addition to the personal suffix right after the present simple tense suffix. Here are some examples. Ben kitap yazarım. O resim çizer. Biz erken yatarız. Ayşe her gün yüzer. If a verb has more than one syllable and ends in a consonant, we add the ire, ire, ure, and üre to the end of the root of the verb in addition to the personal suffix right after it. Let's see some examples. Ben araba kullanırım. Ayşe evde oturur. O hep düşünür. Biz yabancı dil öğreniriz. Unlike positive present simple tense sentences, it's actually a lot easier to make negative sentences. We only add either maz or mez right after the root of the verb in addition to the personal suffix, which is added right after the negative present simple suffix. Here are some examples. Onlar bisiklet kullanmazlar. Ben brokoli sevmem. Aslı televizyon izlemez. Annem çalışmaz. If you remember from our last lecture video, the questioned words were the mu, mi, m, and mü variations. These question words always come right after the verb. We don't add a personal suffix to the verb here, only the positive present simple suffix. We add the personal suffix right after the question word. Let's see some examples. Sen kitap okur musun? O resim çizer mi? Siz okula gider misiniz? Onlar kebap yerler mi? If you want to make negative present simple tense questions, you need to include the mez negative present simple tense suffix right after the root of the verb. The rest of the sentence structure stays the same as a positive present simple tense question. Here are some sentence examples. Onlar futbol oynamazlar mı? Siz yemek yemez misiniz? O hiç kitap okumaz mı? Ali ödev yapmaz mı? You might have noticed that I'm also adding some adverbs into the sentences to make them sound less generic. Be sure to take notes of all the vocabulary that you've seen in these lessons, because you will see more of them in the future lessons.